So I just scrapped one video because I was not nice in it at all. And I know some things would get said to me if I posted it. Wow, okay, let's do 90 miles an hour. Happy Saturday morning. I'm not in a good mood, and I'm not going to pretend that I am. Although I can't entirely explain why I'm not in a good mood. You know, it is what it is. I'm over this whole COVID BS. Over it. Just over it. I'm over it. But I guess before, I start getting really angry again, because I was yelling. I'm sure the people around me driving thought I was nuts. I mean, I kind of am, but point being, anyway, so I am exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. Mentally, physically, I am exhausted. And I'm exhausted, and this is going to sound weird, and I hope that this is picking up my voice, because I don't have the power now that I wasted all of my energy yelling, hoping that it would make me feel slightly better and slightly less sensory, and it didn't help at all. But so I know that majority of my videos are me talking about how me being sensory overloaded, affects me and all this stuff, and how, how I do this and how I cope and all this other stuff, but it is the hardest thing in the entire world to act and be normal. It's so hard to not scream at somebody, to be quiet. When you're getting extremely overloaded, and it's hard to not be rude and not come off as, being angry and throwing anger out there, and I think that's one of the hardest things about autism and all of this is, acting normal and trying your hardest to be a typical 31-year-old, not, yelling and stimming all the time, and it is so hard. So hard. Without crying, because I'm exhausted. Like, it takes so much of my energy. You know how people joke and say that they get hangry and, they are, crabby because they're hungry and all this stuff. That's sort of what it's like when you're on the spectrum, at least for me. Now, we're all different, but at least for me, that's what it's like. It's like a little child when they haven't napped, a toddler, when they haven't napped, and they're so exhausted that they're fighting everything, and crying and screaming and wailing, and they're mean and rude and throwing things, and that's what it's like. But because I'm older, and I tend to mimic neurotypical behavior from watching other people. I know it's not appropriate to act that way. I need to find other coping mechanisms and all this stuff. But it is tiring. I am exhausted. So exhausted. And I know that if I acted that way, now, I'm not saying that I haven't done it. I'm not saying that I haven't yelled at some coworkers, and for that I apologize, because I know I have. And I know that I've made some of my coworkers feel a little uncomfortable, I'm sure of it. But it's hard to contain all those feelings, because that's so much extra energy that my body just sometimes can't deal with. My brain just can't deal with it. it may seem like it happens often, but a lot of the times it really doesn't. It's very far and very few and far in between. I know sorry. Everybody's coming to a girl and I just want to get home. But I know that it may seem like it, but it's not. Jesus. I have certain other, coping skills, and I don't want to pass him on a bend, but I'm already here, so we're gonna hope no cars are coming down. All right. But yeah, so I don't know where this is going. I don't know where I wanted it to go. I'm exhausted. It's exhausting having to pretend basically, it's like putting it's like putting Mentos in Pepsi. I mean, granted, that explodes right away. I can go most times a very long time without exploding. It still happens, but that's what it's like. That's what it feels like. Or if you shake up a bottle of pop and how hard it becomes, and then you open it and it explodes. Sometimes it's so confusing to explain, and I don't. And then my brain, because I'm exhausted and I'm trying to explain things, it just gets all jumbled and lost, and I'm a jumbled mess this morning. I'm off all weekend. I'm going to spend it with my nieces tonight. Shopping with my mom tomorrow. So, I'm going to try and enjoy the calm and the quiet. Before I have to go back to work on Monday. So, yeah. But I'm almost home. Sorry for all the rambling. I probably haven't even made sense to anybody. If I have, like this video. Please subscribe if you would like to. And you know what? What are some topics that you guys want me to talk about? Seriously. Because I don't want this to be, you know, a channel that's always crappy. So what would you guys want me to talk about? Drop a comment below. Alright. I'm gonna go home. Gonna upload this and sleep while it uploads. So I will catch you guys later. Bye.